Hello everyone, this is Rachel from Primal for Life and
Allie too.
And today, since we're snowed in here in the Northeast, we decided we are going to make a chocolate pudding pie. So we are starting with the Food Lovers Make It Paleo book, which we got for a Christmas present and use all the time. And so we are starting, in order to make your chocolate pudding pie, which is actually on the next page.
Look at that.
Look how good that looks.
Yummy.
You have to start with the pie crust. So we are first going to make the almond flour pie crust. And so we already did all our ingredients and mixed it up and put it in our pie plate. So you have to do the dry ingredients, which are almond flour, salt, and baking soda, and then your wet ingredients, which the book calls for palm shortening. We didn't have any, so we substituted coconut oil, pure maple syrup, and vanilla extract. And then mix them together, put them in the pie plate, and then I tried to make it look pretty with the lines on the outside, so people won't know it's actually paleo. So now it's time to put this in the oven and bake it to get it golden brown, and then we can come back when it's done and start making the inside of the chocolate pudding pie. And this book is amazing, like I said before, and you can purchase it on julianbakery.com. along with several other cookbooks from there. So let's get this pie crust in the oven. All right, Allie, and get it cooking, and we'll be back to finish up our pie.
Woohoo!
Okay, Paleo peeps, we're back. Here's our finished pie crust. I ended up baking it a little bit more than the recipe said, because it felt like a little bit mushy on the bottom, and then unfortunately it broke a little bit over there when I was trying to move it.
Tasted really nice though.
Yeah, it tasted excellent. So it's cooled and ready to go. So now we're going to start doing the filling for the chocolate pudding pie. So again, this is a recipe in the Make It Paleo book, and so we are starting out. I separated my egg whites and my yolks, so here's my yolks in here. And we have coconut milk. We're going to put in some maple syrup, and we also have the unflavored gelatin in there right now, so you can see the powder in there. Okay, we're going to have Allie, my assistant, pour this in. And then the last ingredient we need is cocoa powder. And we have our cocoa powder. Sorry about that, new jar here. And we need half a cup of this. So we're gonna put this in here. Now, I separated the egg whites from the yolks, as I said earlier, because we do need those. And those are back in the fridge for now. So we're gonna put in this cocoa powder, and as everyone knows, you gotta be really careful with this stuff because it gets all over the place like flour. So we're just going to mix this up slowly here. And then what we need to do is get this on the stove, actually. I think what I'm going to do actually is get a whisk, because I think that might blend it a little bit better, so then we can get it on the stove. All right, back up. Let's see if this works a little bit better. Plus the eggs were, the yolks were a little, were hard in there, so we want to make sure that gets all blended up too, and they're not in one chunk. In a minute. See, we're starting to incorporate now. As you can see, the cocoa going all over the place. Okay, we're almost all blended, and we'll let my assistant finish this up.
That looks good. Splattered.
Slow down.
And then when my assistant's done mixing it up the rest of the way and not making a mess, we're going to put that on the stove and start cooking it. Alright, so I think we're good with the mix. Let's get the edges in there. Alright, so now we have to put this on the stove and bring to a light boil and keep stirring. So we're going to go over here. Turn that up, and we're going to continue to stir this. Our chocolate pudding mixture is was chilled in the fridge and pretty much set, I started to beat our egg whites, and they gotta get a little bit stiffer. So we're gonna let that go until they form stiff peaks, and then we're gonna fold it in, and then we'll be back and pour it into our pie crust, and it goes back in the fridge. Okay, so the egg whites are done, and we're starting to fold them into the chocolate mixture that was chilled in the fridge. Get this all incorporated. The key is to not fold it too much so all the, fluffiness of the egg whites. So you just got to keep folding it in like this. Okay, I think we pretty much got it all folded. Now we're going to go get our pie crust.
And add it in.
Okay. Now we're going to pour this in. Go slowly.
Yummy. It's gonna overflow.
Yeah, I think we have a little bit extra here, so we'll just put this in as pudding. Oops. I should take a scoop out. All right. And there we go, and it goes back in the fridge completely set.
All right, our chocolate paleo pudding pie is all set. And we are going to plate it. Now I've already obviously sampled a little bit, and it's unbelievable. So there we go. This is from the Mark Sisson cookbook, Make It Paleo. And you can purchase this cookbook through Julian Bakery's website. Alright, so there we go. This is another Dan and Rach special, Primal for Life. Enjoy.